What's up, guys? Coach Jeremy here doing an AMA with HockeyShot. Thanks a lot for all your questions. I'm going to do my best to answer as many as possible. Let's go. PravH.tml is asking who's my favorite NHL player. This one's tough because I follow a lot of them, but I'd say gotta go with McDavid. He's one of the best out there, if not the best. Ryan_Haas says, hey Jeremy, I'm a midget AA defenseman. What can I do to walk the line faster for a shot? So there's a few things you can do. You got to work on that technique, work on getting your feet moving just before that puck touches your stick, and then also practice as much as you can. Anytime you get a chance, work on walking that line, go forwards and backwards, tee up that shot, get it off quick. Owen Labont says, hit me with a follow. Sorry now.
Denied.
Brooklyn Vandermoreland says, how did you meet Hayden? Signed up for a men's league hockey in a town I just moved to, and he was on the team, and he said, oh my gosh, I'm your biggest fan. No, just kidding. Go through it again. It says, how did you meet Hayden? So I just moved to a new town. I signed up for a men's league hockey team, walked into the dressing room, and sat next to Hayden, and we ended up becoming really good friends, and now we are co-workers as well. Miles the Mighty 06 says, we need another Mason vid. I mean, I'm not trying to exploit my kid here, but yeah, I'll make probably a couple Mason videos every year, but do not expect it to change to how to Mason. Michael Connors.9 says, what are the best tiles on the market? HockeyShot, of course. Best in the industry. Hockey.pithy says, hi. Hi. Osaf Mirza 87 says, we all play hockey for many reasons. Coach Jeremy, why do you play hockey? I mean, I'd say the number one is for the camaraderie, just like getting out there with the guys, having a good time together would be my number one. And then number two is for the challenge. I like always trying to improve and get better and, just kind of problem solve, figure things out. Those are my two biggest reasons. Lance Porian says, how do I practice hockey when I can't go to the rink because of COVID-19? Great question. HockeyShot products are going to be great for you. You can work on your stick handling and your shooting at home. If you have rollerblades, you can strap those on, and that's similar to skating. It's better than nothing. So doing anything, in my opinion, is better than doing nothing. So stick handling, shooting at home, any flat surface, and slap on those rollerblades for that skating motion. Zach.Tomjanovic, sorry about that, says I'm going to get it. Zach.Tomljanovic, I'm a small forward. How can I still be effective? There's a lot of small forwards in the NHL. We got Johnny Gaudreau, got Braden Point, Patrick Kane isn't that big of a guy. Mitch Marner even was a little bit smaller when he came in. So watch guys like that, see how they play. You want to be shifty. You want to work on your speed and your deceptiveness. I would say that would be your number one trait is deceptiveness. Connor Lemonin says, how do I adjust to new skates with new steel I've never used? Great question. I do have a few videos on breaking in new skates. You definitely check those ones out. Number one thing, get them profiled first so that it doesn't just have that factory grind on it because that can kind of throw you off. When you have a profile you're used to, that'll help. And after that, it's just minor adjustments. So skate on them as much as you can. Challenge yourself as you're going through different drills. And after a couple skates, you'll be good to go. Maniac Matt says, how did you get to be so cool? And this is something that my wife asks me all the time as well. And I just tell her, it's just natural. I was born this way. She plays hockey, says, how can I get better at my edges? Great question. You got to challenge yourself. So whatever level you're at, you always want to be doing something that you can almost do. It's not too difficult, but it's difficult enough that you're falling over and struggling with it. And that's how you're going to get better. There's a lot of really good single leg edge drills that you can do. So look those up on YouTube and just challenge yourself when you get out there on the ice. Aiden Marston 21 says, I don't have any questions. I just want to thank him for making me a better hockey player. Aiden, means a lot. Thanks, buddy. Ethan S14 says, how do I skate faster? I go to the gym off ice and practice on ice, but can't seem to get faster. So a lot about skating is technique. You got to get that technique down first, and then whatever you do in the gym is just going to complement that good technique that you have. So I'd say go to power skating classes, watch pros, see how they do it, look at the fastest skating competitions, record yourself and compare it to what the guys look like in the fastest skating competitions, and that's going to help you out with your technique. Bistra says, can you talk about times to have two hands on your stick and times when not? So this is a tough call because you should really be able to control the puck and skate either way with two hands and one. So practice both because sometimes in a battle you do want two hands on the stick when you don't want it to get lifted or when you're controlling and trying to put a lot of weight on that stick. But other times you just want one hand on the stick because you want that separation to hold the puck over here and fight the guy off with the other arm. So basically you want to work on switching constantly between one and two. I would say with acceleration, it's okay to have one hand on the stick. That frees up the other one for that arm swing. When you're not under a lot of pressure, that can be one hand on the stick, just pushing the puck and getting that speed. But really, you want to be able to quickly be able to switch from one to two and control the puck either way. Salo Hockey 97. How many years have you been involved with HockeyShot? I'd say, well, it's got to be about 10 years now. I started How to Hockey in 2009, and I think it was about a year after that I started just working with HockeyShot, and it's been golden ever since. Nicholas Dulselman says, how far should you be from the net when you practice your shot? You should be a varying distance. So practice roofing them from the top of the crease, practice just burying them from the high slot, and then practice those big clappers from the far blue line. Work your angles because you're going to be shooting from a lot of different distances and angles when you're on the ice. So you should reflect that in your practice. NP Wildcats 30 says, how can I get more shot power? So the power in your shot comes from an explosive movement from your muscles, and you also want that rhythm. So you want a chain reaction. You need to get power from your hand motion, your arm motion, the torque of your body, from your legs. So it really comes down to practicing generating power from all different parts of the body at once in an explosive manner. So getting that puck off in a hurry, that really nice snap, that's what you're looking for. I can't really go into the technique, just explaining it to you. It's a lot easier to show it, but that's one thing to focus on is explosive power and a chain reaction. So all the muscles working together. Zeta Coleman says, any balance tips for beginners? Absolutely. So start with a wide and low stance. Your knees are going to be like shock absorbers. So having that knee bend is going to help you. Having that wide stance is going to help you. And then just work on shifting your body weight. You should start doing edge work drills with 2 feet on the ice. So you can do like bubbles and sort of like C cuts, but with both feet on the ice. And then as you get more comfortable, then you start working on these single leg balance stuff. So just balancing on one leg, seeing how long you can glide on one leg, and then carving on your inside edge, your outside edge. So start every balance drill or edge drill with 2 feet on the ice, and then work your way up to 1 foot on the ice, and then your balance is going to improve as you go. Oh, and wear protective equipment, just in case you fall. Luke Boy 88 says, what is your real name? My real name, I haven't actually said this in public, it's Engelbert Humperdinck. Tell me, when will you be mine? Skylar Rushpler says, how do you, as a dad, balance fun and development on ice for Mason? So basically, Mason's 5 years old. Obviously, he's been on the ice since he's been about 2.5 or 3. And my whole philosophy is just make everything fun. Because if you're trying to just focus on do drills, and like yelling at him, he's not going to want to come back. So my whole goal is just to make him love being on the ice. And that means fun. That doesn't mean he's not developing, because the whole trick is to make the development fun. So we're playing games, we're doing things that are kind of hiding the development. He's working on his stopping, his starting, his skating, his turning, but for him it's a game. There's just the drills are embedded in there. So just learning through play, implicit learning is what it's scientifically known as, and that's the whole goal. Play Balloon says, what advice would you give to someone who lives in the South who wants to start hockey? So get a stick, get a ball, and just work on stick handling, shooting. You can do that at home. You can get some stuff from HockeyShot to work on your stick handles and your shooting. Grab a net and all that stuff. And then for skating, just get some rollerblades, or play ball hockey. Sign up for anything that is affordable for you. Go to your local outdoor rinks if they have them, and or just street hockey, right? So start there. That's the easiest entry into hockey. And then once you get more comfortable and more confident, get a pair of skates, a little bit of protective equipment, head out to public skating. That's a cheap way to get on the ice. Once you get comfortable on the ice, you can sign up for a team. So if you're younger, you can just sign up for House League. And if you're older, you can sign up for whatever division is suiting you for Men's League. And there, you're off to the races. You're on a team. You're playing hockey. Grant 4K says, I always go bar down, and now goalies always know I'm going bar down. How do I train my mind to not go bar down? It's just such a tough problem to just always go bar down ski on those goalies. What you can do is you could fake bar down on like the right-hand side, and then pull it and shoot bar down on the other side, right? So now you're throwing some deception, because you always want to go bar down. It doesn't count if you don't go bar down. So you can throw some deception in there. Or if you really want to work on shooting at different areas, just grab a net, grab some targets, and put the targets in the areas like low block or low glove, different spots, and just work on snapping them there quickly off the ice. And then on the ice, you can do the same thing during practice. Just stick handle, head up, look for a spot, not bar down this time, and try to hit it, and you'll be good. Van Hockey says, how was it like getting back on the ice? It was amazing. I missed the feeling of the skate blade cutting through the ice and the sounds and passing and everything about it. It was awesome. Really enjoying being back on the ice. Wear a mask, please. I don't want them to cancel hockey again. Annie Savage 35 says, best advice for defensemen. defense is a thinking man's game. You got to be patient. You got to have your neck on a swivel, or I guess your head on a swivel. Uh, Basically, just always analyzing and making those plays. Best thing for defensemen, I would say, is work on your skating. You got to be a great skater, and that first pass that you make. So make sure you get that first pass tape to tape, or at least out of the zone. It's going to help you a lot. Underscore Hockey 12 says, are ODRs worth it? Absolutely, if you're in an area where it freezes. So if you only get like 1 month of cold weather, not really worth it, because it's a lot of setup and takedown. But if you're in Canada or the northern states and you get nice cold weather, definitely worth it. It's amazing. Some of my best memories are on the outdoor rink. So yes, for sure. Hockey Angel 16, how do you get open or create space 5-on-5? So when I have the puck, what I like to do, obviously skate for the open areas. But if you're going in one-on-one in a guy, what I like to do is do a couple crossovers. That forces the defenseman or the defender to move with you, and that can create open space in the opposite direction. So if I want to take center, I might cross over a couple times to the boards first and then cut to center, because that's going to pull the defender over that way and give me space where I actually want to go. When I don't have the puck, sometimes I'll just go get lost, try to get a guy to cover me, and then curl back out to where I actually want to be, so I'm not attracting all the people right on me in front of the net or wherever I want to be. Hope that helps. All right, guys, lots of questions coming in. I did not have a chance to answer all of them, but I will go in and answer some of those comments personally. So thanks a lot for sending all those in. This is a lot of fun, and I love answering your questions and helping you guys become better hockey players. Thanks for tuning in, and tune in to the next YouTube video. See you there.